Okay, frequently asked questions. And today's question, it's around the concept of Taiji. And Taiji as in the Yin Yang symbol, Taiji as opposed to Wuji, which is the empty circle. So the interaction of Yin and Yang, what's this about? I think it's such a familiar framework that people tend to assume that everybody knows it or everybody has an understanding of it. But actually there's a great deal of sort of complexity and nuance that sits within it. It's one of those frameworks that's so simple that you can constantly find more meaning in it. And I think that for me, one of the things that isn't really spoken about, but I think is really important in this, is the idea of dynamic tension. Because in order for things to come into being, there needs to be a dynamic tension. There needs to be interacting forces that create the potential for something to come into existence. And this can be the yin and the yang. And we can denote it as being male and female, hot and cold, black and white. We can do all of that junk. But actually, I don't think it's necessarily that helpful. I think that we need to view it as dynamic forces that can work together in order to create something. I think that's a really nice way to explore it. Of course, this isn't the only way to view it. There are so many ways to view it. You know, if you view it from the Wuji symbol, from the empty circle that we spoke about at the top, it actually becomes kind of the first point of separation, the first point of analysis, the first point that we tear things apart. And as such, maybe it's not such a great thing. But if you view it from beneath, if you look at it from the 5 elements or the myriad things within the philosophical structures, it becomes a path back to unity. It becomes an understanding of opposing perspectives. I say a huge amount we can pull from it. But just for today, I'm going to think of it as it's dynamic tension. It's two things that are working together that have the potential to create something. Hope that's helpful. I'm going to run away.